Hey there, friend. I'm so glad you're here. Today's tale is a gentle, magical one, full of quiet trees, ancient spirits, and the unexpected warmth of new friendship. It's a story for all ages, whether you're a kid with wide eyes or a grown-up who loves peaceful moments. So grab a blanket, settle in, and let's step into the forest together. It was the first golden light of spring when the villagers brought Willow to the edge of the woods. They didn't look her in the eyes. The old stories said that once every year, the forest god required a sacrifice to keep the valley fertile and safe. A quiet offering left beneath the stone archway at the center of the glade. This year, they chose Willow. She wasn't afraid. Not really. She was small, with soft brown hair and gentle hands. She'd always felt a strange comfort around the trees, like the rustling leaves whispered kind things just for her. The forest was lush with dew. Violets peeked from mossy stones. The air hummed with bees and birdsong. And when the last villager turned away, Willow simply sat down on a patch of soft grass, waiting and waiting. Hours passed. The sun filtered through green branches. She dozed, woke, watched an ant trail wind past her shoes. But no forest god came, not with thunder or fire. Instead, just before dusk, she heard a voice. It was quiet, smooth as wind through pine needles. "Are you the offering?" Willow blinked. A shape moved between the tree stall, cloaked in living bark and trailing vines. Its eyes shimmered like still water. "I suppose so," she said, brushing dirt from her dress. The god tilted its head. I don't want an offering this year." Willow blinked. "Oh." There was a long pause. "I want company," the god added, as if trying the word for the first time. Willow smiled, just a little. "I've always liked trees." The forest god blinked slowly. A squirrel ran up his arm and nestled into his shoulder. He said. "You may stay." And with that, the vines parted, and the glade opened up like a secret waiting to be shared. Willow didn't leave the forest that night. Instead, the god led her through winding paths no map had ever shown. Trees shifted to make room for them. A badger bowed politely as they passed. The god, who introduced himself simply as Thorn, moved slowly, as if careful not to startle her. His home was a hollow beneath a willow tree larger than a cottage. Inside, lantern light glowed from mushrooms on the walls. The floor was covered in pine needles, soft and fragrant. "You may sleep here," he said, gesturing toward a bed made of leaves and woven grass. Willow sank into it with a grateful sigh. "Thank you," she whispered. Over the next days, they learned about one another. Willow was curious, gentle, and good with her hands. She helped organize Thorn's collection of enchanted stones and polished the bark of his walking staff. In return, he taught her how to listen to tree roots and call fireflies by name. They played quiet games. They brewed tea from blue blossoms. Willow made garlands, and Thorn, though he claimed he didn't smile, wore them without complaint. Sometimes, they simply sat in silence, watching deer drink from a glowing pool. And word began to spread among the forest creatures. "The god has a human," they said. "A small one. Kind." Even the wind seemed to hum differently around her. One morning, while they picked moss, Thorn said thoughtfully, "You're not what I expected from a sacrifice." Willow chuckled. "You're not what I expected from a god." He paused. "Do you like being here?" She looked up at the light trickling through the leaves. "More than anywhere else I've ever been." And then, Thorn said something surprising. "Would you like to stay? As my companion, my sidekick, if you will." Willow looked at him, eyes wide. Then she grinned. "Only if I get a cool cape." Thorn considered it. "Deal." The village had nearly forgotten Willow. They told themselves the forest had taken her, just like all the others. Life returned to normal until strange things began to happen. The river ran clearer than it had in years. The orchard trees bore fruit in every season. Children who wandered too close to the woods came back giggling, with pine cones that whispered riddles. It was as if the forest was happy. And one day, Willow returned. She stood on the edge of the trees, her hair braided with golden vines, a soft green cape around her shoulders. The villagers froze, but Willow only smiled. "I'm not angry," she said gently. "I'm happy now. The forest is my home." Behind her, Thorn appeared, tall and quiet, with birds fluttering around his crown of leaves. Gasps rippled through the crowd. "Don't worry," Willow said, chuckling. "He's a bit grumpy, but he likes tea and stories." And slowly, very slowly, the village began to change. Children brought drawings to the edge of the woods. Elders left baskets of bread and whispered thanks. And Willow, now the god's companion, came and went as she pleased, sometimes bringing medicines, sometimes a warning about an incoming storm. She became the bridge between two worlds, and when asked what she was now, she would only say, "Just someone who listened when no one else would." And so, dear listener, what began as a sacrifice became a partnership, not out of fear but out of kindness, curiosity, and a little bit of stubborn courage. Thank you for joining me in this quiet tale. If it brought you comfort, please like the video, subscribe, and come back anytime. There's always more magic waiting in the woods. Until next time, be gentle, be curious, and never fear what lives among the trees.